Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the government scheme session. And currently we are doing all the schemes ministry wise, and today we are going to cover all the rest of the agriculture schemes that we have already covered, because we are currently focusing on Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and we have covered most of the important schemes. So what is left we'll cover in two parts. One is in this session and the next one is in the another session. All right, so before proceeding and studying what we have to study today, let's just first look at which are the schemes that I'm talking about that we have already covered. See, herein we have since we have started the schemes sessions ministry wise, we have covered three of the schemes, which is Kisan Mandhan Yojana, Paramparagat Krishi, as well as the Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, that is Raftar. All right, we have covered these, but there were some schemes that I've already covered which are not only associated with this particular ministry but all the ministries that are there for agriculture. So to save your time and so that we can cover more of the schemes before your examination, I have come to this idea that why not you just check the link in the description box below and you can cover these schemes, and we'll have a quick revision of them when we'll revise this ministry wise schemes so that you have better understanding. All right, so we have covered, I have already covered Samman Nidhi Yojana, very important. I have covered integrated cold chain and value additional infrastructure scheme. I have covered Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchayee Yojana. I have also covered agriculture mechanization for in-situ management of crop residue. I have also covered PM formalization of micro food processing enterprises scheme. Rashtriya Gokul Mission, Pradhan Mantri Kisan SAMPADA Yojana, important. We have Farmers FPO, very important. This was recently in news also, so don't skip this. And we have ENAM initiative, that is National Agriculture Market. Alright, so these we have already covered, so do not skip them. Go check the link in the description box and cover them. Alright, so now let's move ahead. We'll cover 4 schemes today, and what are these? Let's look. But before that, to our new audience, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of every lecture that we provide here on YouTube. So see, the first program that we are going to cover today, it is Agri Udaan. So see, as the name suggests, herein we are talking about acceleration to push something forward. And what is this something? That is food and agriculture business we are talking about. So that is why it is Agriculture Udaan, because we are accelerating it. All right, and we are in the 4th phase of it. So this Agri Udaan, it was launched in 2021. We are talking about 4th phase, 4.0. It was launched in 2021. And what happens in this? Basically, see, if you have any startup, what is startup? Any business idea, or if you want to be an entrepreneur or an innovator, that too in agriculture field, we are talking about food and agriculture field. So if you have any of that idea, you can enroll yourself under this particular Agri Udaan, and you will be mentored under this. You will be able to create, you will be helped to create an industry network so that you can be a better entrepreneur, and you will also get investor pitching in this particular Agri Udaan. So what is this investor pitching? For example, you have an idea, business idea, but you don't have money, so you can get investors under this particular scheme, and that is what it is all about. And this thumbnail I have taken it from the NARM website itself. So what is NARM? So this NARM, it is National Academy for Agriculture Research and Management. So this NARM, herein it is taking care of this particular Agri Udaan initiative. So herein we have NABARD also. It is supported by NABARD and other association that you can see in here. And what is it? Let's study more in detail by studying the key features. So the first one, it is, see, this particular Agri Udaan initiative, it is organized by ARYA. You tell me, you comment down below and you tell me what is the full form of this. All right, so this idea, what is now this idea? It is a incubator of NARM. NARM is the National Academy that we know, that is for agriculture research and management, right? So this is a technology business incubator. You can say that this is a department of NARM, and it takes care of all the business that are associated with the technology, because herein in agriculture we need more technology, we need more innovations for the farmers. So this is organized by IDEA, area, and this particular initiative, it is also supported by NABARD. All right, so we are in fourth phase, which was launched in 2021. And what will happen, we've already understood that this particular platform, it will help to scale up stage innovators. It will provide a particular, you can say, platform for the new innovators, for entrepreneurs, those who do business and startup, who have business ideas, to come together and to pitch ideas, to know more about it, to get mentored under it. And here we specifically talking about food and agribusiness sector, and to showcase their product. So these people, they can come and they can showcase their ideas, services, product, and to receive valuable input. So they will be given feedbacks from the mentors, from the professionals who are already under this. So there is a eligibility criteria that if you have degree in agriculture or IT sector, and there are different eligibilities for educational purpose wise. And then even if you're doing MBA, or you have done MBA, especially in agri business management, you are eligible under this, and you can enroll yourself under this. So that is a unique platform herein we are talking about, and these are the focus areas. So see, this particular, as we have studied, that it is initiative, it is organized by ARYA. So that was a technology business incubator that we have studied, right? So herein you can see whatever the focus areas are, those are technology driven. What are the sustainable inputs? Soil, water, weather technology, farm mechanization, post harvest technology, fisheries, farm fresh retail, vertical farming, very important in urban areas nowadays, animal husbandry, innovative food technology, supply food chain, precision farm. I hope you're getting all this, fintech, biotech, and ICT, everything that these are the focus area under this particular initiative Agri Udaan, and that is specifically to mentor, to create the networks, and to have the sponsors for your particular program. All right, so this was all this scheme. Now let's move to next scheme, and which is one district, one focus product. So here in this focus, it is associated with agriculture. So what happens in this? So this is also launched in the year 2021, and herein this is a snippet from a government website. So first let's understand what is one district, one product, and then we'll understand what is focus. So see what happens in every district, it is famous for something. For example, I say for agriculture sector, Agri Petha, right? So that is something that is related to a particular area. So here what will be done, so whatever that district it is famous for, that product will be encouraged to do business in that particular whatever product that is, so that sorry, under this particular program, what will happen, all the people, or the people who want to do business, they would be encouraged to do business in that particular product. Why? Because that product, it has a different value in itself all across the country as well as world. And herein when we talk about one focus product, we are talking here especially for agriculture. So what are this? Let's understand. So its duration is 2020 to 2021, that is until 24-25. Then the next thing is it covers all the products that are related to agriculture and all the sectors that are related to agriculture for 748 districts. Now this data, it is according to 2021, whatever latest data we have, and it is not of the 2011 census. Alright, so herein we will focus on those products that are related to agriculture and all the allied sectors that are associated with it. And this particular program, that is one district, one focus product, it is supported under PM Formalisation of Micro Food Processing Enterprises Scheme. This I've already covered, and very important because this program is launched in 2021. So there is a possibility that you can get question in PM-FME scheme, because this program comes under this. And this particular scheme, it was supported by Ministry of Food Processing and Industry. I have made this video, the link it is in the description box below. And the next is it adopts one district, one product approach. It is the same thing, it's just one word has been added, focus, because we are talking specifically about agriculture in here. So but all the approach that it is to promote the one product that one district it is famous for. So now two schemes are complete. Now let's move to the third one, which is attracting and retaining youth in agriculture. Why we are covering this ARYA scheme, although it was released in 2015. Why? Because this scheme, it was recently in your PIB, and in fact in that PIB there was no current affair data just explaining this particular scheme. So anything that is in PIB, it becomes very important from examination point of view, and that is why we are covering it. So what is this ARYA? See, it is to attract attract the youth in agriculture, and not only just to attract but to retain them. It's not like that they would come, they would try their hands in agriculture and then they would leave, but to make them stay in this agriculture sector. That is the aim of this ARYA scheme. Now let's understand the important points. See, first of all, it is implemented by ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and herein the aim that is to enable the farm youth, whatever farm youth that is engaged in farming, to establish network groups. All right, so that network groups as in for marketing purpose. All right, so that you have a network, you know where will you get the better prices for it, and also to have them involve in them capital intensive activity. Means capital intensive means where there is a lot of money involved. Why? Because see, if youth that would want to come to agriculture, that is the only case if he wants to get, if he will get the best benefit out of it. All right, so that is why herein it is to engage people to food processing, because in food processing you have money, value addition and marketing. Value addition I've already discussed in the last session, but then to people who are watching it new, value addition means to add value in every step. For example, if you're making chips from potato, that is value added, right? And anything that has been value added, the price of it is more, right? And then marketing will be also taken care. They will be taught about this. So what will be done? This will be implemented through KVKs, that is Krishi Vigyan Kendra. Now do not get confused between this ICAR and KVK, because this KVK, it is a subset of ICAR only. That is a And what is KVK? Krishi Vigyan Kendra. Basically what happened, it is a link between lab to land. So whatever has been new innovations that are made or new learnings that have been made inside a lab by a scientist, these KVK, what happens? They teach every learning of the scientists to the farmers. They go to the farms, then they teach the farmers about the new learnings that had been discovered under that particular lab. So that is the KVK. So KVK will implement it in one district from each state. All right, and what will happen in this? 200 to 300 rural youth, they will be chosen, and then the skill will be developed in them. And which type of skills? Entrepreneurial, business type, and establishment of related micro enterprise units. Micro enterprise means small businesses that are related to agriculture. Next is the purpose herein to establish economic models for youth. Economic models will also be made for youth, so that they have practical knowledge that how to actually run an enterprise, how to actually run a business, and what are the difficulties that are faced, so that the youth, they have better understanding in future that how to do business. Now that is what our attracting retain youth in agriculture was. Now let's move to the fourth scheme that we are covering today, and it is soil health card scheme, which was launched in 2015. So I tried to get a clear picture from internet, and that is the best I could find. So here is, we are talking about card over here. As you can see, this is a pamphlet type thing. This is a card, and this card is for checking the soil health. So what are its key features? Let's look at. So herein what happened, in every 3 year a soil health card will be issued to the farmer, and that is, see, in that card, basically what will happen, soil testing will be done, and then what will happen, the whatever nutrient that soil is deficient in, that would be told to the farmer. See, there are 17 essential nutrients that are required by plants for growth. But what happen, if any of the following is deficient, the plant, it will not be able to complete its life cycle. But herein, due to the lack of knowledge, for every deficiency, or you can say whenever the plant it is not growing properly, the farmer, he just goes and he throws urea in the field. Urea is specifically for nitrogen. But what happened, because he does not know what actually, why the plant is behaving that way, because that the soil, it was lacking some nutrient, but the farmer, he just go and throws urea or NPK, DAP, whatever the fertilizer he is aware of. So by this scheme, the farmer, he would be aware of the deficiencies that there are in the field, his field, and how to properly do fertilization, what actually the farmer needs to apply in the field for the better result. And not only the soil health will be taken care of, but soil testing laboratories, they would also be set up, and capacity building will be taken care. What is capacity building? To have proper skills, to develop skills for all the testers, those who would test the soil for the farmers. The next thing here in that, see, there are 12 parameters that would be taken care of under this particular card. So that would be macronutrients. These are the nutrients that are required in more quantity, that is on nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Secondary nutrients, they are required in a slightly smaller quantity, for example sulfur. And we have micronutrients required in much lesser quantity, but yet they are essential to complete the life cycle of the plant. And then there are physical parameter also, the physical parameter of soil, for example pH, we have EC, you have organic content, everything will be taken care of, and then will card will be made. And how these samples will be tested? So for the irrigated areas where the farmer he can irrigate the land, in that area 2.5 hectare will be taken into consideration, while in areas that are rain fed, wherein the farmer is solely dependent on the rain, in that area 10 hectare region will be taken into consideration before testing the soil. And this will be done with the GPS tools and all the maps that are available in that particular area. The next thing that we have to keep in mind, that this testing is done twice a year. So what is twice means? After Rabi harvesting and after Kharif harvesting. Rabi is for the winter season, Kharif is for the monsoon season. So what will happen after every season, basically when harvesting is done, that is the cutting down of crops, the soil is then tested that how many nutrients have been depleted for cultivating that crop, and then the farmer is advised of the fertilizer accordingly. The next thing is that there is a sum of 190 rupees that would be paid by the farmer to the state government for the soil sample. So under this 190 rupees, the state government officials, they would come, they would take up the soil samples, they would test it, they would recommend the soil fertilizers, whatever fertilizers are required by that particular soil for that particular crop, alright, under 190 rupees. And the slogan over here, it is Swasth Dhara Khet Hara. That is very important that you should know. Alright, so these were the key features. Now we have covered 4 schemes today. Let's have a quick recap. First one was Agri Udaan 4.0, that was launched in 2021, and herein whatever you can enroll yourself and you will get mentorship, industry networking and investor pitching for your startups and entrepreneurial programs. Second is was the one district one focus product, herein agriculture product that would be focused on, and herein this comes under the PM formalization scheme that I've already covered. Do check it out. The third one was the ARYA scheme that was launched in the year 2015. Herein the aim is to attract and retain the youth in agriculture. The last one was soil health card, also released in 2015, and here is to check the health of the soil, whichever actually the nutrient it is deficient, the soil is deficient of that nutrient, and how to overcome that. So that is all for today, and this is the homework of the last time. See, I know most of you get confused because of this particular slogan, but herein there is, see, one green revolution Krishonati Yojana. In this was launched in 2015, but what happened in 17-18, 11 schemes and missions, they were clubbed together to call it as Green Revolution Krishonati Yojana, and this then aimed by doubling the farmer. So yes, this is a, many of you commented that this is a umbrella scheme, and yes, but here in specific word was this, and these are the sub schemes that come under this, and you can find them from the PDF that you will find in the Telegram group. And see, yeah, homework. So Rohan, this kudos to everyone who at least tried giving the answer. So Rohan, he said yes, there are various schemes involved. That is right. So the schemes which are involved, we have seen, you can find it in the previous one. And then banking, welcome. It's grateful that you understand what I explain. And then Ayushi also said that there's no particular scheme. Yes, but here in that Krishonati Yojana, you can remember that from examination point of view. Then Lakshari says that one of the question that we did in the last, the dimensions that we covered in the last session, that was asked in RBB PO mains examination, and that was what is R in Raftar. So yes, we are, this is a proof that we are covering all the important dimensions that are asked in your examination. And the next Janani says yes, I'll come with definitely with the revision session after 1 or 2 classes. We'll cover all the schemes, and the link that I told you to look at, I'll also cover those in the revision session, so do not skip. Lakshya says great explanation, thank you. M Singh says that make a different playlist for this. See, there is a different playlist for government schemes, do check it out. Raj Rao says awesome. Praveen says it's Kisan, Cartoon says it's Kisan, and then Rajni and Janani says Fasal Bima Yojana. So see, I hope the confusion is clear now. So yeah, that is all for this. And the homework that you have for today is Sweet Revolution is associated with. So you have to tell that this revolution is associated with what. That's your homework. And yes, that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining with us, and I hope you enjoyed the session and it was fruitful for you all. If you have any query, comment down below. I'll definitely reply to that. Thank you.